you have issued a number of statements in the course of the week. Help us to understand them.
Thank you once again. In the first case, what is the issue?
Yeah.
Is it the issue with the procurement or issue with disposal?
Both.
Okay. If you remind today, I will make you my reader. You want to read some documents for me?
Why not?
Okay, good. This is a document from HP Identification. They are the suppliers of the BVD equipment to STL. Please, if you can read here for the public.
And this is it's headed Biometric Voter Registration Kit, end of life. It's 18th May 2018. HSB Identification BV, the Netherlands, has been supplier to Supertech Ghana Limited for the Biometric Voter Registration Kits BVR used in consecutive voter registration exercise for the elections in Ghana in the past decade. We would like to announce that items in the present BVRs are end of life, including laptops. This means that no components are available to repair items. For purposes of availability, maintainability, and compatibility in the future, we recommend to purchase new BVRs. If you have any questions, please contact us. Sincerely, signed.
These are the suppliers of the equipment that we are saying they are obsolete. Mm-hmm. That others are saying they don't agree. And something, this is what the
Supertech that they referred to. Okay, so whilst the first letter I read was 18th May 2018, this one is 19th November 2018, and it goes to the Deputy Chair of Operations at the Electoral Commission, and it's headed Status of Existing BVRs After Preliminary Checks on January 2018. Following your request to receive the status of existing BVRs after preliminary checks on January 2018 conducted by our teams, we have examined preliminary around 2,500 kits. The tested kits are mainly kits which are serviceable on the 2016 registration exercise. B, 60% of the laptops need to go under service for replacing CMOS batteries, which the original manufacturer refuses to conduct himself due to EOL, end of life, and to take responsibility for the repair. C, in addition, approximately 26% of the laptop are not working or partially faulty. D, 8.5% of the printers are faulty. E, 17% of the batteries are faulty. F, from our experience, the preliminary checks turn on and checking connections cover only some of the faults, and once installing, the image more will fail. Okay, once installing, the image more will fail. G, we would like to remind that in the 2016 registration, we had in total 47% failure rate of the BVRs during the preparation to registration period. We had high rate of failure of prepared kits which were sent to the registration exercise, which created challenges during the registration. H, the BVR kits are more than 7 years old and end of life and can hardly be supported. Please refer to a letter we have received from our supplier, Messrs. HSB, earlier this year. That's what I read earlier. And I, finally, please note that the tests were conducted 11 months ago. All right?
Then,
I haven't finished reading.
You're tired, eh? I mean, This is the consultant who helped us to adopt the biometrics in 2012. So he was hired by UNDP to support the Electoral Commission to do the work. So we also invited him to also come and do assessment. And he's a Canadian Zambian. These are some of the comments he also made.
Okay, so we can read just about three of these comments. The conclusion is that the biometric tool set is obsolete and has reached end of life. The biometric tool set is provided, operated, and maintained by a single vendor. The total cost of ownership of the biometric tool set has reached unsustainable levels, in part due to the numerous additions made to the original solution without resorting to a competitive bidding process. For instance, upgrades and additions acquired in 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2018 were made through a single source bidding process. The EC perceives that it did not get the best value for the invested money.
So this is the third advice.
Yes.
This is the fourth one.
Yes, please make the point you want to make with the fourth one and continue.
Fourth one is also by Laston.
Okay.
So when the commission came, they invited the junior man that you helped to acquire this biometrics. Now the supplier of the equipment and the producer of the equipment and the supplier are all saying that they are of no use now. Junior, come and advise us, and that comment is what you read. Then we brought in Laston to also come and also have an assessment of it. And he also came and also confirmed all these things. Now you are a new commission that has come to town. What will you do? So what the commission did was that, in that case, let us find a way of managing the system to finish with the referendum, that was 2018, and the 2019 elections. Then when we finish, as everybody is recommending, that we acquire a new system so that we can go to 2020. And those of you, I believe everybody can know that in 2019, during the DLE, there were a lot of complaints. My name is missing, by this, by that. But because it was this level election, the tension and the atmosphere was a bit manageable. So going into 2020 with these complaints, it will have set the country into serious disaster. So that's why the commission decided that let's go and acquire a new equipment. And if you look at the data here, you read that the cost of refurbishment, you say you can't read more.
Cost of refurbishment of the obsolete machines was supposed to be for $56 million US. But the current commission opted to replace them with new equipment and infrastructure at a cost of $68 million US.
And this one was just refurbishment for 2018 and 2019 before you go into negotiation to acquire new equipment, right? And if you look at the unit cost at that time, the unit cost, they are all here. So what the commission thought of was that let's just try and manage what we have for the referendum and the 2019 DLE. Then we'll go ahead and acquire new equipment.
The unit cost of refurbishment was supposed to be $3,465 per BVR kit.
Yes.
Higher than the cost of new ones at $3,423.28.
So, Samson, being the shoot of the community, what will you do? The refurbishment, which was meant for only 2018 and 2019, was even higher than acquiring a new kit. So what would be your decision? So with respect to the acquisition of the rest, I don't want to be wasting much time on it because we did a lot of discussion on it in 2020 and with a lot of theories. To me personally, sitting here, I don't know what many people are seeking to achieve. I find it difficult. Now, with respect to, so you can see that a lot of savings were made for going for new equipment. Even the previous one, they had only one data center. And that when they said the data itself was also had a challenge. Because initially we were thinking that was it not possible that all those who are already on the system could be transferred onto our new data center. And they said that the quality of the data will not be sustainable by the new one. to, they say in transfer, we end up losing a lot of data. So that is, let us acquire the new data. And for the refurbishment of the then data center was 50 million. Refurbishment was 50 million. The new one that was acquired was 6 million. 6 million.
Dollars.
All the records are here. And I wish that you officially have not been authorized to give it to you. So you can write, so you can have enough time. And so when you come to the disposal of the equipment, the Director for Administration wrote that because, and let's not forget that those that were disposed of were the 2012 to 2014 equipment, not the 2020 that is being used now.
Okay.
So the Director wrote that all these things, obsolete material, a lot of things, are occupying our stores. We don't have even the space. So why don't we dispose of all these things so that we can now have space to maintain our activities and the rest? So he wrote, then the commission wrote to the no, first we wrote to the
we're also showing you those machines. If you don't have an idea how they look like, you watch.
So these are the old ones. So they wrote to the state valuer, STCVI. So they value vehicles and other equipment. So you can see that motor vehicle equipment valuation certificate.
So the question that arose from IMANI's checks were that you didn't follow the requisite legal procedures.
That's what I'm taking.
And that's one too, you are showing that.
Exactly. So we asked the state valuer to value the documents that have been written to by the commission that they are obsolete. And these are the documents. I don't know whether you have time to read them. And it covers the regions, what we found, the various 16 regions, and our national listing. This is the booklet.
So this was the basis for the auctioning?
Yes. So one day then we wrote to the Minister of Finance seeking permission to... Yes. This is it. Today you say you don't want to read that.
Oh, it's important, so let's do it. Why not? Right.
So the commission wrote to the Minister of Finance seeking permission to auction all these vehicles. The Minister of Finance...
We request for authorization for the disposal of some unserviceable vehicles, motorbikes, and other obsolete items from stores.
Yes, so that's the locations. And the Minister of Finance wrote this.
Okay. The locations, are they up to 16? Because we have 16 regions.
17.
Okay, actually we have 17.
By the head office.
Plus head office.
17.
Okay. Oh, and this is from the Ministry of Finance. This is February 2023.
So this
also
is February 13 when we wrote.
Okay. Also, request for authorization for the disposal of some unserviceable vehicles, motorbikes, and other. And the ministry had this to say. We can share a few of them. That the Honourable Minister has granted approval for the Commission in accordance with Section 1581B of the Public Financial Management Regulations 2019, LI 2378, to dispose of by public auction 39 unserviceable vehicles, 10 unserviceable motorbikes, and 245,896 obsolete store items as stated in the board of survey attached to your letter under reference. So the 245,896 obsolete store items, are they the BVRs or BVDs?
Absolutely. So all the material that are here.
Okay. That are here. And then you are giving directions as to how to ensure that you complied with the law in the disposal.
Yes.
Okay.
So when all these things were done, then the commission established what we call the survey board. So that they are the committee or board that takes charge of disposal of our materials. So, and we have database of our auctioneers, depending on that. So the 6 of the auctioneers were invited to come and be interviewed. So when they were interviewed, one of them was selected, and it's called Sanidasu Mat. Sanidasu Mat. So when he was interviewed, he also advertised in the papers.
Yeah.
On the 1st of February.
This is the daily graphic. Okay, daily graphic, Wednesday, February 1, 2023. Auction sale. There is going to be an auction sale at the EC offices, obsolete materials, store items, and serviceable vehicles, so and so at the headquarters, and the date is stated. You are saying that when you read the IMANI release, they suggest that you didn't do all of these, and you are showing that you did them.
Is. So when the advert was made, then the auction was done at the various stages. So that one had their days that they were done.
Okay.
So if anybody says that we did not go through the processes, there was the one they did, the man who wanted...
IMANI spoke about shady procurement and waste of resources.
We'll come there.
They also spoke about a worse situation where they say they discovered through painstaking checks that the recycling companies engaged for the exercises do not have the strict certifications for source data destruction that is required when disposing of sensitive equipment like this.
This is the company that was giving the contract to the Electoral cycling company. And they also have the certificate from EPA.
All right. All right.
It's EPA that
okay.
So we went through all these processes and they were disposed of. You see, before the current commission, when we've been filmed with voting ballots and the ballot press, they are kept for 1 year. Then we burn them. And you know the implications of burning this quantum. Now with this modality, when we finish the election, we'll go to the procurement again, dispose out with the EP and the rest. So we give it, somebody will come and bid for it, buy them and pay money for those people that were burning. Now we pay. With this the procedure to, after the company has been given the materials, we also went to the offices and there to check whether they have facility to accommodate, because there are a large quantity of them.
All right.
They will check all this. And they paid the amount that they, what they call
won the bid back.
Won bid with to the consolidated fund. And all these things can be checked because they are not secret issues that you can say that. That's why we are putting the names there. You go to Minister of Finance, it will show you. They will show you where the money was, whether the money was there or not. I've given you the name of the company that won the...
IMANI asked the question that you had said that you had auctioned only 10 out of over 70,000 devices. Why 10 and not
something? I want to know
the thousands.
Which document did we say that we have auctioned 10? Which document? Because you go to
they say they have been relying more on documents
from where? Parliament,
particularly, because you deal with Parliament. You give documents to
and
Parliament.
We want, as I'm providing you documents, we also want to see their documents.
Okay.
Now, what we should be careful in this country is that we should not destroy our institutions without any intention. If care is not taken...
Without just cause, you mean?
Cause.
Yeah.
If you are going to depend on... You go on the internet, you look for information, then you draw conclusions, and at the end of the day, you'll be exposed. Because care from 2020, we met by Simmons at your program here with our consultant, if you remember.
I remember.
And by Simmons was coming up with the, what you call Q control theory, that if you're going by that, we cannot register 4 million people within 40 days.
They have been concerned about the cost of our elections too much. Elsewhere, they are doing it for far less.
No, but if you look at our cost for 2020, in comparative terms, if you take 2016, the unit cost per person was $13.3. But if you take 2020, it was $7.7. So I don't know what we should do. And I can tell you, if you had used the what do you call it, the upgrading of whatever before the elections and acquired a new one, we're going to go beyond $20 per day. So of everything that
right.
But my concern is that I know money to be think tanks.
It's a think tank, yes.
If care is not taken, they become talk tanks.
Really?
Because if you just come out, throw figures out, and you don't substantiate them.
That's not fair. That is not fair.
Okay.
But they are fair to us.
That's not fair.
Just hold on. Just hold on.
Raising questions.
Just hold on. Just hold on.
Questions.
Thank you very much. Let's speak to Bright Simmons. Bright Simmons is with IMANI.